guys, it's Megan, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to episode 3 of Welcome to the Ark. Now, first and foremost, I want to take a second to formally apologize for the lack of content on the channel lately. As I mentioned in my first video, if I mentioned it, I do have a day job, and sometimes having a day job can get in the way of recording. So, and last week kept me very, very, very busy. So, now that I'm not so busy, I can finally record. So, yeah, I worked like 5-6 days last week, almost pretty well a full week, and had no time to record. But now that I have a chance, here I am finally recording. Also, due to my busy work schedule, I did put recording on hold because there was some stuff around my household that I wanted to get done. But without further ado, let's get back into this. Now, obviously we're back on the Ragnarok map, and in today's episode I wanted to focus primarily on taming. I'm going to try and keep this speech a little bit less boring until daytime. I am aware that it is nighttime right now. I probably should have started this recording when it was daytime, but I didn't know what time it was when I last recorded. Now today I'm going to be teaching you how to tame a couple of level 1 creatures, like super simple stuff, like beginner's level. We're going to focus mainly on taming the Dodo and the Jerboa, but both of those tames are very simple, very quick, very easy. But still, I need to show you guys how to do it. I might try to show you how to tame a Dilophosaur or maybe a Parasaur. We'll see which one comes first. But again, like I said, I apologize for the lack of videos. Life can get very busy at times, but I promise you I will try to get better at that. I'm just returning to the base. Also, these little dinosaurs right here, which I forget what they're called, the Lystros, I might try and attempt to tame one of those too. Those can be kind of a pain in the butt, but they're pretty easy. Another thing that I don't think I've mentioned yet are these brightly colored beams, which I do not think I have talked about yet. Those are loot crates. Now, if you are a certain level, you can get loot out of them, hence the name. You can open them up and they will have random items, whether it's survival gear or recipes for stuff or armor or tools. Now, if you're wondering why they are different colors, the different colors represent different levels. I'm not sure what level span each color is, but we'll figure that out eventually as we go along. I actually might look it up on my own time off camera and let you guys know in the next episode. So for mainly taming the Dodos and the Jerboas, berries are all that you're going to need. Same with the Lystros, berries are all you're going to need for that as well. As you can see, I did go ahead and make a campfire off camera. Those are quite simple to make. As you can see, I've kind of been busy with the crafting recipes. I did unlock a few levels as well. Here we go. Here's a recipe for the campfire. It's flintstone, thatch, and wood. In the midst of doing some berry collecting off camera and animal research off camera as well, I wanted to take the time to build one just so that way my character would not die. Now, I'm not sure why some of these recipes are in here now. Oh! Okay. So another thing, if you guys are noticing some of the different recipes which are not normally in Ragnarok, like the preserving salt, the clay, the tent, the boomerang, and even like these ones that say learn on aberration, learn on extinction, To explain, I went ahead and bought a couple of the DLC maps. So far, I bought Scorched Earth and Extinction. I'm not sure how I feel about Extinction yet. Definitely Scorched Earth is one I want to do. I just watched gameplay on that recently and realized that I really wanted to attempt Scorched Earth. Now, I did notice that if you have PlayStation, I don't know how much the DLCs are normally like priced in the PlayStation Store, but I do notice that if you have PlayStation Plus, they are on sale. So I think they're normally like $16 or $17. I only got mine for about $7. So if you have a chance to unlock them, try it. Also, another thing I wanted to mention. So I did mention to you guys that I wanted to do different maps, or try to do all of them, I guess, as they come out one by one, start to finish. Or if you guys wanted me to kind of make it a little more interesting, instead of having like one solid row of a map, like 40 videos on one map, if you guys wanted me to kind of jump around to different maps, like say for an episode or two do Ragnarok, do a different map for an episode or two, like kind of jump around a little bit just to keep the content more interesting. If you guys want that, let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know down in the comments if you want me to go and try any of the DLCs for you guys, whether it be the Scorched Earth or Extinction or Genesis Part 1. I am looking forward to Genesis Part 2. I know that one is coming out pretty soon, I think. I'm definitely looking forward to that one because the videos that I have seen of it, or like the intro to the game, looks awesome. But I'll take a look at some of the other ones too, and you know, just kind of check them out on my own time. Because what I did was I bought the DLCs and then I jumped in creative mode, which Ark does have a creative mode. It's in your general settings. If you scroll all the way down, under options, you can turn on creative mode. If I go to options, as you can see, I can enable it, and you can just fly around, have obviously unlimited items and everything, so stuff won't kill you. And that was kind of what I was doing in Scorched Earth and Extinction, just flying around the maps in creative mode to see what I could see what the creatures were different, see what would happen without worrying about actually surviving. The only time I will worry about actually surviving is when we get to the real gameplay. I think because this night is taking longer than I thought, I might pause the recording and skip ahead until it's daytime. Just as I don't want to babble on for another like 20 minutes and make this video really long. Also, another thing to mention, or not mention, but kind of make clear, I'm not really going to have a set video schedule. Depending on my day job work schedule will determine how much I upload. Like if I have a really long week like I had last week, my videos might be a little scarce, but if I have more off time, now that I'm kind of finally caught up on things with this week, I'm going to try to get some videos out. Also, another thing that kind of pushed the videos back was I was getting everything ready for my boyfriend's birthday. Obviously, if you love your partner, their birthday is a priority, so that kind of pushed it back too. But now that I have that all done, now that I have stuff in our house caught up a little more, I can now sit down, relax, and work on YouTube for you guys. So don't worry, I'm not just going to be one of those YouTubers that uploads like 3 videos and then disappears for like 6 years. No. There will be content, just not really uploaded on a steady schedule. I'll just try to get videos out when I can. And for me, I don't really want to take the time to pre-record things or try to rush videos out for you guys. That's why I've waited a little bit to record on here, is because I wanted to make sure that I could have the time to sit down and make good, decent content. But because this night is taking forever to get over with, and I thought I'm going to pause the recording here, and I will get back to you guys when it's daytime. Okay guys, we're back in the game. As you can see, it is finally daytime again. It's probably a little later in the day, maybe, but it is daytime. Okay, so now taming is kind of how do I explain it? One of the most ridiculous things, I guess I could say, that I've seen. So to explain, you have to walk up to the animal that you want to tame. If you don't have the tranquilizer arrows or tranquilizer darts, you literally have to punch the damn thing. Like, I'm not kidding. You have to punch it to knock it out in order to tame it. Now, I don't know if any of you guys are like gender specific when it comes to pets. So obviously in Ark they have both male and female genders, and they are specified. So for taming, I'm just gonna find one and see what happens. Now, okay, here's the first little dodo that we are running into. I don't know what's over here that's freaking it out, but it's a male dodo. So we're just going to work on punching it while it's stuck. Okay. As you can see, I punched it when it falls over. If you look at it, it will say unconscious. All you do next, after literally punching it, like I mentioned, you're going to take a double click X to throw a couple berries in there, and then throw some berries into your dodo. If I cannot mess this up, here we go. Now the dodos you can tame with berries, and same for the jerboas as well. Okay, as you can see, just like that, your dodo is tamed. Now as you can see, their health is a little bit low from being punched, but because we fed them and tamed them, oh crap, because we fed them and tamed it. Okay. Okay, well. Okay, attempt one, not exactly the greatest because there was a Dilophosaurus. So this one, sadly, died. So I'm gonna try this again, hopefully without a Dilophosaurus getting in the way and killing our dodo. In our defense, our dodo's health wasn't healed back up yet. So we're gonna try this again with another one. Attempt number 2, I guess. You can tame the Dilophosaurs, but they are a bitch to knock out. They are awful. I do suggest using the tranquilizer darts for them because if they're low enough level, one dart is all you need to knock them out. You just give them meat and they're all yours. Now I might try and do a tranquilizer arrow, because in order to do the tranquilizer darts you have to be level 62. I'm not gonna go and like level up off camera or anything. I want to do this as properly as I can. Okay, so without Dilophosaurs in the way, let's try this again. We're gonna try this female one. Now they will make sounds, they will panic, they will run away. So you knocked her out. As you can see, it says put food in inventory to tame. So you press triangle to put food into the inventory. I'm gonna just double click to move over a couple of the berries. I am going to try and give her half of these so she can eat. Now as you watch, your taming bar will slowly go up. Like I said, the dodos are one of the quickest, to tame, especially if they are low enough level. This one's level 25. Now these pets, I have decided I'm not going to tame, or not tame, I'm not going to name them because I want you guys to name them. I kind of want it to be a viewer's naming kind of a thing. I could come up with the names myself, but I think it gets you guys more involved if I have you guys pick the names. So here you go. As you can see, this dodo is ours. We can pick them up and hold them. Like you can walk around while carrying a dodo. To drop them, just press L2 and it throws them. Let's see, you can access your inventory, you can pick them up, you can have them collect berries and stuff for you. Now for behavior, Here's the stuff you can make them not follow you. You can make them stay put. Everything you can enable mating to have little babies. So, again, like I mentioned, I'm not going to name the pets. I'm going to take our Dodo back to the base before I go out to tame the Jerboa, which you can also pick up as well. They sit on your shoulder. But no, I want to get you guys more involved in this, so I think a way to get you guys more involved is to have you guys pick the names. Or maybe choose a few names that I like and do a poll. Hold on, we got compies. Or one, anyway. Compies are annoying as hell. I'm just gonna... Sorry. They're always in groups for some fucked up reason. Like, whenever you see the compies, there isn't like 30 of them. They're annoying as hell. There is a way to tame them. I have not figured out how to do that yet. But we're gonna now try once again to take our Dodo back to the base. But back to what I was talking about before the compies distracted me. I either want to do the naming and more than one option. Maybe you guys can leave names down in the comments below, or like I mentioned, I can just do a poll on YouTube or on my Instagram or on my Twitter, and then you guys can pick the names from there. Like if I pick like 3 or 4 names that I like, you guys can vote, and in the 24 hours of whichever one has the most votes will be named in the very next episode. So I'm gonna carry my Dodo all the way back home. I probably could have tamed the Jerboa and then brought them both back. But for protection purposes, I'm just gonna leave the Dodo in here. And for behavior, I'm going to disable her following, so she'll stay put. And now we're gonna go tame a Jerboa. I might just leave it at the Dodo and the Jerboa for this episode, just to keep it simple and not like outrageously long. But also, again, like I mentioned before, in the comments below, if there's a certain tame that you want to see, or something specific in this series at all for any of the maps that you want to see, just let me know. I will try my best to keep an eye on the comments and see, but also you guys can let me know on my social media as well. And do it that way. You guys can comment on my posts, comment on my stories. Like if you guys want to reply to my stories, I can see it in my messages that way. So there are ways to get a hold of me. But I think we're going to leave this one for the Dodo and the Jerboa, and then we'll save, either do another taming episode if you guys want to see that for maybe episode 4 or 5, or maybe do like a higher level tame down the road when we're more leveled up. So, now the Dodos are everywhere. There are 2 different places that I know to find the Jerboas, and that is one in the desert, which is quite a trek from the little beach where I like to live on. Or you can go over here. I've done before. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention is how I collected the berries. It's these little bushes right here, or these ones right here. If you just walk up to them and press triangle, it will start to put berries and seeds in your inventory. You can get little like crop plots and make your own little, like grow your own little bushes. So if you don't want to go out and adventure for some, if some don't regrow, then you can do it that way. Also, the parasaurs, I will show you guys how to tame in a later episode, but I want to wait till we get, I think, either the trank arrows or the trank darts, because the problem with the parasaurs is the parasaurs are kind of quick, and when you punch them, they run. And usually, depending on how high level they are, it takes them forever to go down. So, because it normally takes them forever to go down, we'll save that for a later episode where I want to make things a little bit longer. This little thing running around is an oviraptor. They're the egg eaters or egg collectors, whatever you want to call them. Those I know you can tame. How to tame them exactly, I am not entirely sure. Okay, so we're over here in this area. If you just follow the beach over to here, this is where you will mainly find the Jerboas. Like if you want to tame one right off the bat, they are fairly easy to find. Unless creatures like Dilophosaurs or raptors come through and just decide to kill all of them. Now, I saw a bunch over here. Oh, I see one right here. This little red and white guy. Same thing with the... Okay, same thing with the Dodos. I hope that it won't drown because it landed in the water. That is one thing that you have to be careful of. I don't think this one would drown because it's not completely submerged. Like it's just in a little river. But same thing as the Dodos, you just punch them and until they're unconscious. Now this one is a little boy. I believe my Dodo is a girl, so we'll have to pick out a couple of boy names and a couple of girl names, and whichever name wins for each gender, that will be their name. I also really like the colors on this one, the red and the brown. I also never noticed the little pads on their feet. I've never really gotten a good look at that. They're very cute. This one's almost tamed. I don't think it's going to drown because this is just the river. I think if we were in an ocean, it was fully submerged and the animal will drown. Okay, and just like that, we have another little animal addition to our crew. Now, same as the Dodos, if you hit triangle, you can pick them up. They will sit on your shoulder. And if you just double press triangle, you'll throw them off of your shoulder. Like that. Now, carrying them on your shoulder is a great way to transport them back to your base because you can have them on your shoulder and you don't have to worry about them lagging behind or getting killed. If something does attack you, I do believe the Jerboa will jump off of your shoulder to fight. The Jerboas are not fighters, neither are the Dodos. Their health is not nearly well enough and their melee damage sucks. I mean, I'm sure if you took the time to really focus on it, I'm sure you could make a Jerboa with, like, really good melee damage, but I don't really see the point when I think the Jerboas and the Dodos are more kind of just animal to be there and look cute. I'm going to try and get my Jerboa back home, I should say, without getting attacked. But that's pretty much how you do it. Now that's with the littler animals. With the bigger animals, like I mentioned, with the like the parasaurs or the giant turtles, which I don't know how to pronounce, or even the triceratops, those ones are a little more difficult, a little harder to manage, but not like awful. I will probably do a taming episode on them. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments below and I'll do it. Or any video or episode suggestions you have for the series. Again, like I said, let me know, whether it's a reply to my story down in the comments or a comment on one of my posts, anything like that. I think I'm going to try to get these two back, or get my little Jerboa back to the base as safely as I can. And I think I'm going to end the episode there. Also, if you guys have any questions about the game, I will try my best to answer them. I am no ARC expert, I know some things, I don't know everything. I've played this game for years, so I'm still having to look stuff up and watch other people play this who are a lot better than me and have a lot more knowledge. So, as a game player and ARC player myself, yeah, I'm still learning along the road. So maybe at some point we'll learn together and see where it goes. So I'm gonna try. One goal that I have for this series, though, would be to get a Tech T-Rex as a pet. As difficult as that would definitely be worth it. I might have some help on that episode if we try to make that an end goal. That would probably require a lot of skipping ahead, just for time-consuming processes. I'm trying to find a good spot to put our little pets, to put them for a screenshot. Trying to get good lighting for them. So that when I take a screenshot for the thumbnail for both of them. So that pretty much sums up this video for the easiest tames. Also, yes, your Dodos, and I shouldn't just say your Dodos, any of your pets, just like your character, will level up as well. I don't know why my Dodo isn't facing the right direction. I might have to throw her this way. Maybe that's better. But no, same as your character, your pets do level up as well. And one thing I will mention is your pets have adorable level up animations. They'll just do cute little like dances or walk-arounds. Like see, the Dodo will go upward and flap her wings. Oh crap. I didn't want to pick up the Jerboa. Hold on, guys. Throw him back. The Jerboa has a very cute level up animation. I'm gonna try, and as you can see, the Jerboas will roll over and show their stomach. It's very cute. But I think, with that being said, I'm gonna leave the episode here. So that was the first two tames, the first taming episode, and the very easiest ones to tame. I am gonna try to come up with some good names for you guys to choose from, or like I said, leave names in the comments. And the names can be from anything, whether it's movies or artists or anime, whatever you guys want to do. I'm a big anime nerd myself, so if you guys pick out names from any animes, or I do, I will definitely appreciate it. But with that being said, this is the end of this episode. If you guys enjoy, please let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will leave my social media links down below. Also, the link to my boyfriend's channel as well down below. And I will see you guys for episode 4.